Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. Well, time for another poker recap video, so hopefully you're getting an even better shot of the strip this time. My camera skills on the last one were a little bit off. I cut half my head off and didn't even give you a good view of the strip, so hopefully this is better, or at least better than my night was. Nice little transition there, right? So anyway, it started off this session later than I wanted to. I was trying to get out here a lot earlier than I did. It's more difficult than I realized to, head straight to the poker room. There's so many things going on, but gotta love Vegas, I guess. So I'm gonna get here earlier tomorrow. I promise you on that. But ended up getting out here. As soon as I got here, I was hungry. Hadn't really eaten all day, so stopped by, grabbed some food. Again, shout out to the food court in there. $4 for a side of fried rice. Not bad. Then I actually got to talk with a dude. His name's Terry, but everybody calls him, Teddy. His name's Teddy, but everybody calls him Iceman. He's got a big ass chain that says Iceman. That's really his claim to fame, and he has blinged out headphones before Pauly D did. He's actually a really cool dude. I mean, you see him around the series. He's more of a fixture than Jack's Link's beef jerky, but he's always around. So it was cool. I got to talk with him for about 30 minutes, just talking basketball, and we started off talking about hot black women, and then it went to baseball players who smashed a lot of cute girls. Then next thing I know was basketball, football. We was talking everything. So it was actually cool. Shout out to him. He was a really cool dude. So if you see the Iceman around the series, say what's up to him. He's a really cool cat. But then I went and sat some 1-3. It took about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get into a game, so it wasn't too bad. But really, from when I sat down, I had a good vibe at the table. There was definitely some easy money there. There were some good players, but some pretty easy money. So felt good about it. Ended up raising a couple hands pretty early on. Raised up a hand with King Jack. Got 2 calls, bet out. Somebody called, even though I had nothing. It was just continuation bet. And then I checked a turn, and they ended up betting and taking it down. I had another hand where I had Queen 10, and I called a $12 bet. Flop came up, King Jack blank. So that got 2 bets out of me. So next thing I know, I was down to probably about like 200 or so. And then picked up pocket deuces. Actually, the second time I'd gotten them. But again, I just, guy had raised it to 12. I called that, flopped one, and I ended up slow playing it all the way down. And on the check calling on the flop and the turn, and then on the river, put out a bet of 45, which I might have been able to get all of his stack. He only had about another 85 behind the 45, so about 130 total to start the hand. I had him a little bit covered, and I think I probably could have gotten the rest of his chips, but I had been check calling the whole way down, so I actually was trying to just, bet hard, making him think that I missed my flush draw because the flush draw didn't get there, and was simply trying to steal the pot, which is what I think he probably thought I was doing. I didn't see what he showed, so at least I won that pot. So that actually got me back up to about 330. Probably about 5-6 hands later, I pick up Ace Jack. I was 1 off the button. It had been raised to 12 by seat 6, and 2 other people, or the button had called, I called the 12, and then the big blind called. The flop came up, Ace Jack 8. I decided, no, I'm sorry, I was in the small blind because I let out. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to take control of the hand. I end up leading out for 30. He ends up making it 60. I end up shoving. Could I have gotten away from it? Yeah, probably, but I didn't. So I roll over my Ace Jack, and he rolls over and goes, "Oh shit, come on!" And so I'm thinking, wow, I'm ahead, and then I look up, and he's got pocket 8s. He's got a set of 8s. So I don't know what the hell he was talking about, but it kind of pissed me off, to be quite honest. I didn't fill up. I had him covered by a little bit, but I had like 50 remaining after that hand. So ended up buying in for 100 after. And really, I don't feel like, yeah, maybe I overplayed it. It was just 2 pair, but in a cash game, when I only had about 300, how am I going to get away from that hand? I was actually talking with a guy that was in seat 10, and that's kind of what he said. He's like, if you had more money, you could have gotten away from it. But the fact that you didn't, is really a type of hand that you just have to play it down. And I did, and I lost. So that hand hurt. So I bought in for another 100. So I had about 150 in front of me, 160 in front of me. And probably 7 or 8 hands after that, I pick up Queen 9 in the big blind. So it had been raised by a guy under the gun and folded all the way around to me. It was made 12 or 13, so I called 10 more. Felt good about it. Flopped a queen, and here was my mistake. I know I misplayed this, but flop came up queen jack blank. So he ended up leading out. I checked called on the flop, and he bet 30 or so. And I really feel like I should have raised there just to see where I was at. And in all honesty, I wasn't getting away from the hand, so why not put all the money in there for the best equity? I really think it's what I should have done, but I didn't. So I ended up just check calling. Turn card hit a blank, and I checked. Checked. River card hit a 10, and again, just how horribly I misplayed this hand. That hits. I end up betting out. I end up betting like 40. He ends up pushing the rest of it in, which I had like another 60, 80 behind. So I ended up calling, and he ended up rolling over 8-9. So I let him totally get there. If I would have raised him on the flop, he would have gotten out of there. If I would have bet on the turn, he would have gotten out of there. But instead, I let him stick all the way around until he hits a straight on the river, and then to make it even better, I call off all in when I can't win. That's the worst feeling. When you call off, you're all in completely dead. That really sucks. So ended up only playing for like 3 hours and ended up dropping 400, which definitely a shitty night. But it is what it is. I mean, you're gonna have those nights. I mean, the last hand I truly misplayed, but I think I played the deuces hand really well, and I think the ace-jack hand, that's just going to come out that way. I really don't think there's much that you can do about that hand. Like I said, maybe if I had more money, I could have gotten away from it, but at the end of the day, you flop top 2 pair, in a cash game, what are you going to do? That's what you dream about hitting when you have ace-jack. So, it is what it is. I mean, thus is life, and kind of a shitty day too, but whatever. I'm definitely coming back tomorrow. I'm actually planning on pyramiding tomorrow. I'm going to try to buy in. Well, I'm definitely buying into the 1-3 game. Then if I can make 200, I'm going to go into the 3-5 game. So the max buy for that's 500. And then if I can make that to 2,500, then I'm going to go to the 5-10 game. So we'll see how that happens. I mean, I've got lofty hopes, but we'll see what happens. So once again, I'm Matthew Maley for MatthewMaley.com. This is another poker recap video from the 2012 World Series of Poker here at the Rio. If you guys got a nice view of the world, of the strip behind me, and are enjoying that. So once again, just wanted to give you guys a poker recap, let you guys know how it's going, and you guys can comment and tell me how horribly I played that last hand. I accept it. I deserve it. So go ahead, tear into me. Tell me I play like a donkey. The next time I buy into a tournament, to the cash game, I'm gonna go up by the name of Don K. I deserve it after that play. But let me know what you guys think about the ace-jack as well. Do you think I could have gotten away from it in a 1-3 game, sitting at 330? I really don't think I could have, but let me know. So as always, thank you very much for checking out my videos. Been getting lots of positive feedback and comments. Much love for that. So keep checking back, and until the next video, I'm signing off. So hope everybody's having a great week. It's almost Friday already. It's amazing how the time just flies by. You have this behind you, and this is what you're living in. It gets pretty crazy. So as always, you can check out all my videos on MatthewMaley.com. Search for, go to MatthewMaley.com, check out the video blog tab, or check me out on YouTube. Search for Matthew Maley Poker. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out all over there. Of course, you can holler at me on Facebook. Like my page at Matthew Maley Poker. Leave a comment, suggest it to your friends, all that. Wow, I'm getting attacked by a moth. Oh, that was fun. Near-death experience, some shit like that. Or you could always follow me on Twitter at Matthew Maley. So, until the next video, I am signing off. Peace out, y'all.